My name is David Daly. I live in Lewistown, Montana, and flying for me is freedom. PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, is a condition where a traumatic event or a series of traumatic events causes you to have difficulty processing what has occurred. Out of high school, I went to the Naval Academy, became a Marine Corps officer, and left the Marine Corps as a captain, and then I briefly came back into the Marine Corps and left as a major. My wife and I came up with the term going dark for me, which is basically when I start to feel the effects of what PTSD does. Everybody has a little bit of a different, experience. But for me, I become very consumed by the constant sense of danger. I don't like crowds, and it really becomes a burden that you carry until you start to understand how to process it. I'd always been kind of a techie, nerdy guy, and I had one of those inexpensive little $20 drones, and I thought it was cool, but not really useful outside of having a little fun with it. I was looking at YouTube one day, and I stumbled upon DJI, and I decided, since the cost wasn't too bad, on getting a Phantom 3 Standard and playing around with that. So I really saw it as a hobbyist kind of thing, and once I got it, something about the perspective that you get with the drone flying around and seeing that view that most people don't get to see is liberating. Flying for me is freedom. And that's freedom from being tethered to the ground. That's freedom from the PTSD in my mind. It allows me to see a perspective that I would not otherwise get to see. Having that freedom to take a break from, the going dark and from being tethered to the ground is just exhilarating. It dawned on me as I was looking at more of the videos, if I were to upgrade, I had the ability to do some business with it. I could do real estate, I could do aerial photography, there was surveying, mapping, search and rescue and first responder types of things. And there was just a lot of interest that I started to get, and I decided I'm going to start a company. That was the birth of Vigilante Enterprises and Vigilante Drones to utilize the commercial aspects of drone technology. I decided that it would be a good way to give back, to let the counties of Montana know that if they ever need drone footage for search and rescue efforts, that Vigilante Drones will provide that free of charge. And as I did that, I started to notice that also was changing my mindset. I have a backpack that was issued by the Marine Corps. I started to look at it in a different light, and the search and rescue stuff started coming into play. So it's kind of a metaphor for what I hope to do with my mind with PTSD, that I can through flying drones and the other things that help, that I can be like the backpack and have the darker things out of my mind replaced by things that are very positive and joyful.